Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Peanut here.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
I love my life, not for honor, but for you.
In my time.
Oh no, God! You know why? Anyway, has Kate done any video? Probably not, because why would you?
It's the way I
There's another like it. Play like just high off a note and fucking nails out. Dick eater. I might finish it today, you know.
through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree.
She's just giving up for a shitty podcast. Alright, so let's do this one with the gay lords. I mean, the really interesting people.
Put £1 in a Medibox Lifetime iSet today. Why? Because with a Lifetime iSet, you can have up to £4,000.
So funny.
I feel like
Look, they look like massive dogs. It's like, this is again. This is what I'm telling you. It's like there's someone is just like trying to deliberately like gaslight us, just, like trying to stop us from having like masculine dudes be influential. These guys, they look like they're holding hands under the desk. It's called the Real Conversation Cabinet. And it's like there's a dude on the right who's like a real nerdling, and he's just got like glasses on. He's just got like like curtains, but he just looks like he's got like like no muscle definition at all. He's just looks like the most weedy guy ever. And then it's like with his friend, who's just like the biggest betas ever. And it's, again, as you can tell, like some Jew who's vetted this. The reason this conversation cabinet is big is because there's going to be people who are going to be like just spying on all of our channels. And if they see someone like me, because people have come on my stream before, there's probably like a scout who comes on here, and he's just going to watch my video, and he'll just hear me go on a diatribe for like a couple minutes about black people. He's going to immediately just push a button that just says like no on the algorithm, and it just means I'm just going to be suppressed. And everyone knows that's the case now. You can't even like pretend that's like some conspiracy theory. That's absolutely true. If your content's just deemed as being like right wing, it just gets completely like masked. It's so hard for right wing publications. It's like there's these people like I watch, and they're releasing a book, and it's like I do want to encourage it and for people to buy it, and they like made a point. It's like it's very hard to get right wing media out. It is. Do you know how difficult it would actually be to publish and make like a book called like Fuck the Jews or something like that, and he's just had a book which just had like really like crazily racist comics in it. But you just like fuck it, you just did it. It'd be so hard. No, I don't even know you do that because you just get sued. So do you know what I mean? So you got to toe the line even with that. So it's like even it's those right wing content, it's not like with fucking KKK when they did their comic. Well, that's the only way you could do it, and that's the thing. Is that the problem is that it's like it's not profitable. So what I'm saying to you is, the loads of left-wing companies or organizations and charities, they'll just get like the funding from all these like organizations because it just looks really good PR-wise for these companies to support like a left-wing charity or something to do with like fucking like helping black and brown guys out. But like right-wing, no one wants to be involved with that because if you're like seen as being right-wing, you're just seen as being like racist or just like a Nazi, or it's just complete boner killer for like advertisers. I don't think there are any like really pro right-wing. Although you think that, wouldn't you? But let's get you context. It's like when you watch like Brett Cooper, she does have adverts, and they are like they probably are like the most right wing like adverts. I can remember what they are. So one of them's like it's like just some stupidly premium shit, like subscription box, but it's like you buy like I think it's just meant to be American grown meat, but that's the USP. It's like you just it's homegrown farm stuff. Even though like who knows what that means anymore? Can you even trust that? Probably not. Brett will tell you it's amazing, but who gives a shit? The other one was some stupid like Christian private school or something like that. I was like, I guess that's alright. And one's a silencer company for gun. I was like, yes, exactly. So they're all like right wing companies. Like, I was gonna say it probably won't be porn. That's the thing. Right wing women love like sexy women in media, but they don't like sexy women in like porn. No, I gotta be careful about that because like porn is like actually like left wing, really, because it's like strangely like actually if you speak to a lot of like conservative people, Republican guys or like right wing guys, they'll say that they don't want porn. They say they just don't want porn because they just know that actually it's better just to find someone and then just you don't need porn. If you just don't have temptation, you just don't have porn, and you just have a wife and a family, you don't need to like bother or anything like that. It's only because like, you have like social media and everyone's got like the wandering eye, and you just got access to so much porn. But we could just make it illegal, or just ban it. Because we would just have like different doctrines in place. It would just be, if men get angry about it, you'd just be like, well, no, because we've invented a new system that's designed you won't need porn. If you like trust us and follow the system, well, you can have yourself a wife, and she'll be like really loyal, doting to you, because we'll make sure that she's been when she's in school, she's learning valuable skills about just being a mum and becoming a wife and a dutiful wife, and knows how to like actually behave around you. And she's not going to be on the internet speaking to like Ahmed in like Gaza, who's going to show those videos of like fucking America, like, Israel, like bombing the fuck out. She's just getting like making them turn to these weird liberal women who hate themselves. Like, that just should never be a woman's job. It's like we just have to like be men and accept that feminism's failed, and we can look stupid, and we can just accept that probably like if it is a Jewish psyops, you know, whatever. Like I'm in my 30s and I grew up in it. I had no ability to like stop it. Like I just remember being a kid in school, and that was it. Everyone was like, oh yeah, that's it. Women are now like just as equal as men. And even then, I used to just think like, oh, this seems stupid, but I couldn't say anything, so I was like, okay. Someone just has to be brave enough to just admit it. And that's why I think like even like what's his face? Rupert Lowe, he's not quite as far as I would go, but he'll be a damn good start. For a boomer, he's fine. For a boomer, he's actually like able to admit that his generation fucked things up. And I'm not even gonna like accept that that's the case. I'm not even gonna give him that, because I don't think it is. But the fact that he's even able to admit that is interesting. So I have a lot of like loyalty for him. So fuck it, I don't care anymore. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like all this bullshit that keeps coming out, fuck it. He's our best option. And he'll set the foundations. He's not going to be as ruthless as the next person who comes in. But I mean, like, just to give you context, like, he's probably like 30 years older than me. And like, he's probably about as right as his generation can get. But like, if you hear about the sort of shit I talk about, like, that's how far I'm going to be. That's why I say like 10 years, because my ideas are too radical. If I even mention it, it just makes people, it just intimidates them too much, because it's not even been something that's been kind of really considered. But there's just going to be, probably between now and the next 10 years, there's going to be more and more of the attacks that are just going to start happening from Africa, North Africa, when like they're just going to bring people over from Morocco. They're just gonna take over that little colony probably, and then there'll be a system where people will be sending boats over to just like bring them over to Spain. And then it's just gonna become a breaking point, because if that happens, there's like a law which just stipulates that like there's nothing that we can do, because they all have to be treated as refugees. So we're not allowed to harm any of them. But people will just give up, and they just won't care, because like the law is great when you're in a functioning society, like you're trying to keep things functioning. When things start to go to pandemonium and stuff, like no one's gonna care anymore. It's like when things go to hell, or it's like the zombie apocalypse and stuff, it's like martial law, people are just gonna start stealing, because it's like you can't just sit and wait for the shop to open, because no one's gonna do it. That's what's gonna happen. People are just gonna start to like realize they can't rely on the police or rely on whoever. Take things into their own hands. It's actually like probably because the whole Jason Arde thing has basically just kind of established yeah.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night.
Yeah, it's true. It's just like
A thrill,
I just remembered like rap music just being, I hated it. I never liked it. There's a couple of rap songs I might like, I'm okay with. And in some situations and movies and stuff, they're fine. But it's just, that's it. I'd made the sacrifice. That'll just become like the music, the lost music. There'll just be things that we'll just have to just be comfortable with like losing out on, and I think just black culture is just gonna be one of those things. We just go and think that it's just not worth us even like trying to bring it back. That's what I mean. If we're gonna make changes now, we can't have any mistakes. What I mean by that is you don't want to like have any of these like stupid like movies where it's like 500 years in the future, and there's no such things like black people or Indians or anything anymore. And then like there's like some kid who's the kid of like the like a very high up person of like the new like white utopia, and he's just like looking for something in his mum's like bookshelf, and just finds like some old dusty book or something, like blows the dust off her, and it's like the last book, which just got like all of like these like famous black and Indian celebrities, and then they're gonna start to like wonder like what happened, and like then become like, you know, try and like make this like big political point about it, and just like try and like, do you know what I mean? You just don't want any of that, just remove it. No one's got any questions about it. Who are the black people? I don't know. Who are they? Doesn't matter. Just say they're really evil, because they are. They're brought over here without our consent, and now they're here. They just fucking hate us. And I remember literally thinking like 2 or 3 years ago, making a joke that like black people are hate crime to white people, but it's actually just true. Now in 2006, it's just true. Black people are just a hate crime. They hate everyone. They just want to go back to Africa and just be around their own black people, and then they can all like fight amongst each other, and they'll just go back to like whatever system they do, which is fighting. Their system is just it's just putting a smackdown. It's just whoever's most powerful. It's not like us. They don't care about democracy. Democracy is like fucking like, or just having a jurisdictional system. It's all street justice. Their philosophy is just, if they're stronger and can take it with guns or something, they deserve it. Sorry, I don't know what's that.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night.
Yeah, that was sad.
A thrill, searching and I'll melt into you.
There was a TV presenter in the UK called like Mark Spate.
But you're so
He was like an artist.
I give my life.
And then he took his own life in like 2008. And if I remember, it was quite a macabre fashion as well, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I kind of remember it. I think he went into like Paddington Station or something like that, and hung himself in one of the toilets. You just gotta like think of like, because I can do that. I can just like try to think like how you'd have to feel to do that. Like you're not even gonna hang yourself in your own house. You're not even gonna like. Do you see what I'm saying? There's like so many things I can think of this, because it's like, to hang yourself in your own house, I could probably think if they had really dark thoughts and they were drinking loads and probably taking loads of drugs. So they're just like they're just off their nut and they just go too far. I could see that. Or if it was like a masturbation thing or something like that, I could potentially see that as well. But when it's like, his story was so different, because he was like, it was like he was on his way to work or something like that. Or he's just in commute, because why would you go to Paddington Station? Well, it was just one of the train stations in London, but it's gonna not be very nice. It's like a horribly grotty place. And you just suddenly realise, like, I don't know, you're on the tube, and it's like halfway through the commute, you just think, this is something's happened. It's the breaking point. So you get off the train at Paddington, you pay 20p to go into like turnstiles to get into the male toilet, and I guess I don't even know how you do. This is the other thing I was thinking. Like, how do you even do that? Like, what do you hang yourself on? I suppose you could do it on the doorknob. No, sorry. You could go into like the disabled toilet, and that would have like a hook on the back of the door. And I suppose if you really wanted to end yourself, you probably could do it. You'd have to like put a belt around your neck, I suppose. I know it's really macabre, if I could do it. You probably have to, I don't know, yeah, you'd probably just have to like put a belt around your neck. I don't know. That's the thing, I really don't know. You might have to like handcuff your hands or something like that, because the only problem with me is that I would try and stop myself. But and maybe maybe if you did, I think you probably could. If you did a belt, the gravity probably could stop you. Would probably prevent you from it if the hook was strong enough, which it probably was. That's what I mean. It's like when these guys pass on, there's more to it. You can't convince me there is. Can't convince me that someone that like he was a very good looking dude, white dude, called Mark Spray. He was only, he would have been 35. He would have been like 43 years old, no, 42 years old. And he's off himself, and he's like a presenter back in 2000. Like that, he would have been on like really good money. He'd be like on like 6 figures. Like there's clearly something. Like he must have been like gay or something like that. Probably like it was back when like society wasn't so kind on it. It could have been something like that. And he just had like a dad who was like really, really anti-gay. But I just remembered that happened because he was on a show called Smart. I remember like the theme tune went do 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 do. And it had like him, Mark, and I think there was a woman, and they were just like they kept like changing medium as like their characters, like the theme tune, but they were like plasticine and they were like drawing. But again, it was the Robin Williams effect. They were both incredibly like gregarious and super warming and very like extrovert, and they knew like how to cheer people up. Because the biggest fallacy you'll find is that actually it's the people who are the most depressed internally who are like actually the most funny, because they know how shit it is to feel really bad. And then as a result they want to try and like not everyone's like this, because some people do like have like really bad trauma and they just become bitter and resentful, but every now and then you'll get like someone who like they just had a hard life, and they've obviously got like quite a lot of demons, as this Mark and Robin Williams. So when you like see them on stage, they're just like super positive, and you just think like, oh, they're really, really funny. Sorry, they're like fun. Everything's like great in their life, and it's just all a ruse, and it's not. It's just obviously with a camera. And it's just something you don't know, which is why it's like daft when you watch people online, you know. But I mean, that's why I'm like quite real. Oh, you don't need to worry about me, because I'm like I'm a happy medium, so I'm obviously aware of like shit that's happening. Like, I'm not like, I'm not like gonna do anything daft about. But yeah, it was just crazy because I just remember it happening and just for me just bit because I think the show was like relatively still quite it probably would have still kept going and like potentially this Mark Spray character may have still been doing so. It's just sad, but then you just don't know. There's like loads of stuff. It's like, especially if it's like people like that, they just get caught into drugs and things as well. Especially when you're on the entertainment and stuff.
If you go onto a porn site and you look at the content, is that something we want children learning from, with the themes that are in it, with the violence against women that's promoted, just even some of the other kind of popular categories that are just harmful for, not even just children. It's not just
why am I listening to okay? Who cares?
Grown adults
like, who cares about what a woman's got to say? That's all I'm gonna say. Who gives a fuck? Even this, like, who cares? Like, Eva's just a distraction, and she is a distraction. She is a distraction. Like, the whole reason that Eva's here is a distraction. You're gonna be like, hey, you're so racist. You're so... Oh my god. I had like no time. Sorry? Where's that going go?
Watch out, we've got company.
Okay.
Pornography. So it isn't just about children, but I think that's where I usually start, because I think we look at the problem we have now with misogyny in schools. We've seen a lot more conversation these days about how teachers are noticing that a lot of kids are spewing misogynistic rhetoric, and they're very disrespectful towards women, and you can tell they've been watching all these like Andrew Tate, yeah, come on, any of them, and it's like they want to tackle the problem, but it's like the big problem is pornography, and
Oh my god, I don't remember this being this stuff. Don't worry, my girl.
Somebody there. The enemy is close by.
Watch out, we've got company.
don't think until we,
Snake, the
you know,
lake is
realise
just
that
over that cliff.
a lot of the
Eva
problems
should
aren't
be
going to
able
be
to climb it
solved.
if you
I
help
mean,
her.
there are
Keep
porn
her close
critical,
to you.
kind of, what are they called? The word is evading.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What, Philistines? Can I just say, I'm so glad that's like the amount of time you have to do it. Oh. I love God.
Me, like PowerPoints that you can show, you know, children at appropriate ages.
What?
I literally the other day
PSAs.
I was tagged in a clip from a podcast I did with, I think it was Elliot, and everyone in the comments was basically saying that why does she want to talk to children about pornography, saying like I'm a weirdo because I wanted to educate children about pornography, completely like missing the point. And I always get that it's like, well, why do you want to teach kids about porn? That's really weird. I'm like, what do you mean? They're accessing it. Yeah, it's literally.
I love porn.
So I also did a podcast with Culture Reframed, which is an organisation ran by Gail Dines, who's a radical feminist. She
Sounds like a massive shithole. I hope I get an OnlyFans work.
Breathe.
I hope I get an OnlyFans work.
I'm so hungry.
Don't shoot!
I hope I get an OnlyFans work.
This is horrible.
This is hard decent.
He's very like anti-pornography.
Pornography.
And same thing happened there. I was tagged in it. I'm talking about how we should be educating children in schools more about porn and why it's bad. And all the comments were like, you can't teach kids about that. It's like, what do you mean? They're seeing it. They are literally seeing it. You just are, I guess, turning a blind eye and pretending that they're not, but they are. And a good point to start would be talking more in schools. Not just saying porn is bad, that's it. Because that's, like, I remember people were saying, oh, we got taught about porn. Like, okay, there might have been, like, one slideshow talking about it. That's not enough when it's
like
such...
probably like form time or something.
Yeah, loads of people. I don't think I mean, I skived quite a lot when I was in school.
I love porn.
Bring it on, American imperialist dog.
Oh, damn. Shit.
What's that noise? What the?
so maybe I just, you know, missed certain lessons. Yeah, exactly.
That's a lot.
Like, it needs to be like something that you
A
can't
lot.
forget.
Exactly.
And until that happens, then
Why is porn made young people?
Why is porn?
Peter Smith?
Gotta make this one really hard. Gotta make this one really tough.
until that happens, then
Why is porn made young people chronic gooners?
I think-
Just make it a bit more lighthearted.
yeah. I think just because a lot of adults don't see it as a problem.
Yeah.
And when you're a child who is accessing porn and no one around them is really saying, actually, this isn't good for your brain, this isn't good for the development of your sexuality, it just means they think what they're doing is relatively normal. And when I say this online, people always say, yeah, but it is normal to goon. And it's like, well, yes, but there is a difference between, you know, doing whatever you're going to do as a teenager and then watching porn, you know. They're not mutually
Why have people
exclusive.
been ignored for so long now? Or young people specifically? Why is no one listening to us?
Well, I think, obviously, people forget that.
Jews want nothing, dude.
Breathe.
I'm so hungry.
Don't shoot!
Oh, I love war.
Porn is a massive, massive industry,
This
and it
is
generates
horrible.
so much money
Yeah.
that, like, it's never going to go away. So, when you get these massive difficulties, even like with social media and the social media ban, it's just such a big problem to tackle that I think a lot of people are just like, let's just pretend that, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't affect anybody. And I also think, you know, the older generation grew up with porn. It might not have been the same as what we have now, but they had magazines and stuff, and so many older people genuinely they think it's that there's no problem with it, and like it doesn't affect your mental health, or it doesn't affect how you view the opposite sex. So until the older generation fully realise the effects it has on not just young people but older people, then why would they, I guess, make any changes? They don't see the problem with it.
OnlyFans contributed 150 million.
I love OnlyFans! Dude, I hope I could have OnlyFans. What if I do? Fuck!
Breathe.
Pounds in corporation tax. Do you think that justifies the illness that porn is inflicting on Gen Z? If it's pumping more money into the economy, do you think it balances out?
No, I don't really think. I think it doesn't. I mean, in my opinion, if anything, that's worse to hear. There is so much money in it because there's so many people doing it. But also, you know, you think about that money. Predominantly, it's the top whatever percent. Although everyone on OnlyFans claims they're the top 5%. It's like not everybody can be in the top 5%. But you've got these huge creators like the Bop House people, for
Yeah.
example. I mean, it is a very small amount of people that are making big amounts of money, yet there's so many people on OnlyFans who think they're going to make big amounts of money and they don't make big amounts of
The
money.
thing I find the most fascinating is, aside from the OnlyFans creators, is like streamers. So I know Clav uses this like model where he has OnlyFans creators on, and all these.
OnlyFans?
Don't shoot!
Jews. The answer's Jews, Katie. You just don't want to say that because you just know if you won't get your shekels.
Go on, kill me. Go on, kill me. Go on, kill me.
Where'd you go? I'm so hungry.
It's a young man watching Clav. They'll go check out her link, and then he gets a massive chunk, like a pimp, essentially, like
Yeah,
an online
yeah.
kick pimp.
Oh, yeah, he works for Jews. He works for Jews. Look at this little guy. I can't believe it.
Funny
They make
too.
so much money.
Can't
Because
believe
he's
it.
anti-porn, apparently, and this is what I was saying. Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier. These people that act like they're anti-porn, and so they're better than the women that do it. But it's like you have these people in your space. I mean, HS Tiki Toki does the same thing.
Exactly.
He says like it's disgusting. I would never, like my daughter would never do this.
Like purity.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does the
But then,
exact
yeah,
opposite.
profits
Make
from
money.
it. Yeah, it's like if you're profiting. I mean, the thing is, when I say this, people say, well, technically, I profit from talking about these subjects. So
Oh, it
people.
just does.
Yes, exactly. So I just think, you know, the hypocrisy is.
Don't shoot.
I'm so hungry.
Saying, oh, this is disgusting, you're gross, and that's what a lot of people do. They say, oh, I'm anti-porn, I'm anti-OnlyFans, and you talk to them and it's just, you are angry that a lot of women are making money this way, and so you're acting more righteous, but it's like, mate, if you're a streamer who gets these girls, you're you're worse, in my opinion. Like, you are just worse. To sit there as well and trying to appeal to young men and go, oh, look, these girls are so dirty, they're so disgusting, and then get them on your street. It's just crazy. It's hard to believe that people take these kind of people seriously, but then again, it is predominantly children watching their streams.
How do you think young people take these people seriously? Like, they're streamers and they're looks maxes. Like, why were specifically young men seeing these people as role models?
I think a big part is the fact that they've grown up with this. I mean, like, I live in a small village where there's a massive school, so sometimes when I'm out, they'll be leaving, you know, a break and lunch, and I'll overhear their conversations, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, it just feels like, when I was in school, I would overhear things, you know, at a really young age and think, what the hell, like, this isn't normal for our age to be talking about this topic, but I think people are getting younger and younger, so I think even, like, I have family members who are, like, 10 and 11, and they tell me things that, like, the guys are saying in their school, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just awful, because they've grown up with that, and who else do they have to look up to? You know, who else? I mean, we see this male loneliness epidemic conversation everywhere online, and I do think that there is actually an issue with male loneliness, but obviously it's always framed as like an issue that's women's fault, that we've created that problem. But I think a big part of it is that they have these people to look up to, and who else do they really have to look on social media, especially? Like, what influences do
I've got like Mr. OnlyFans.
Snake, where are you? I'm so hungry. Where'd you go? Damn it! Ah! Damn it.
What's wrong?
Just let me rest for a minute. I'm gonna puke.
Pretty tasty.
Yeah, I've lost my appetite. I think I can walk again.
who are good, like who have like good influence. I mean, like Jim Skin, for example. Everyone talks about how it's so nice to have this wholesome guy, and like he is better than everybody else that people that kind of genre of streamer. But at the end of the day, like it's like the bar is kind of like in hell at this point. Like you could, as long as they're not saying racial slurs and being misogynistic, that is, this is a really good influence. And it's like, that's how low, like, the standard is now for influencers for, like, especially young men.
But why isn't the same happening with young women?
Come with me to earn £4,000 at Fleet Cup. So this morning, I got a train down from Leeds to London.
Isn't...
Freeze. Freeze.
Don't shoot!
This tastes like crap. Oh, not bad at all.
This is horrible.
The same happening with young women.
I think it is, but just in a different way. I think, like, a lot of people I get who watch my content who are younger. I have a lot of young people who message me saying that my content has, helped shape their view on porn and that kind of stuff. And I've had people message me who are like 14, 15, and they'll say things like, I used to not really see what the problem was with OnlyFans, and even people saying like they were thinking of when they turn to an age where they can do OnlyFans, they were going to do it, and then my content has kind of changed their opinion. So I think they do have bad, like, people that they're looking up to, like OnlyFans people, and even
I love OnlyFans.
someone, for example.
Come on, Snake.
Dude, it's time for OnlyFans to move.
We made it.
We made it.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of the boss, man.
Over there.
Like I'm scared of some pussy, the boss.
It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone.
I see you at the president's ball.
Back in one piece,
What?
okay? Promise me.
This is me when I enter a room.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light gives from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. For your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it.
Oh.
Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are
You might be
forced to
very
go on.
surprised.
I didn't
Well,
raise you
especially
and
my
shape
fault.
you into the man you are today, just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family.
Dude.
It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba,
Gosh, man,
to
where is
Bahia
it?
de Cochinos.
Busy woman.
It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The Sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self. The philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every
You'll find
war.
out more about
They have
this in
become
Metal
war
Gear Solid
itself.
4. I
That's
mean, there's
how
another
they
one.
operate.
Well, it's not you
The
technically playing, but
sacrifices
you are in
of
it.
war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in
Right at
turn
the end,
triggers
you're in
the
a
next
chair.
war. Like a nuclear chain reaction.
Unless you know
each
he's not in the show,
conflict
he's not in
sparks
the show.
countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me.
How can you
one
possibly
of them.
still be alive?
You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The Sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers. Look at this scar. It is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand.
Happily.
One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat.
Weakness
The
is
survivor
not
will carry on
tolerated.
the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, Miggs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty.
I'll fucking kill you, bitch.
Face me. I come.
Jesus.
Pathetic.
Oh my god, it's just forget it.
Pathetic.
Oh. I can do this, man.
I come. I come.
Okay, good.
I come. I come.
Take that, you little creep. Oh, I missed. Get ready. Oof. Ah. Okay.
Brace yourself. There. Brace yourself. Is that all you got? Where did you?
Where's that
Here
going?
I come.
That's not good, is it?
Up, Snake. Brace yourself.
I definitely pushed it. I fucking definitely pushed it. Man. Definitely
Is that all
fucking
you
pushed it.
got?
Fucking savage. Oops.
I found it. Let's see what you're made of.
I didn't.
What's going on? Snake!
Snake! I can do this.
I come.
Oh, cool.
Excellent, Jack.
I missed.
Is that all you've got? Is that all you've got? Here I come.
I pushed it.
I'm disappointed.
You get such a small fucking window. It's like, do you fucking... Great.
Let's see what you're made of.
Disgusting. I've had enough.
No. No.
I don't think like young women are particularly looking at Bonnie Blue, for example, and being like, I really want to be like her when I'm older. But they will be looking at the money she's making, and for a lot of young people, that's what they want to think about, especially just when you're of a young age and you see these influential people who are in, you know, private jets and like the Bot House people, for example. Every appearance they do on social media, they're talking about how they fly in private jets and they have these like really nice cars. And I don't think girls are necessarily thinking, oh, I want to be like just like her, but I think they're thinking, oh, this is a really good way to make money.
Do you think Bonnie Blue is the issue, or the 1,000 men that wanted to do that challenge?
This is such a divided, like,
Well,
question. I've seen
the
loads of people
1,000
talk about this,
Indian
you know,
men
the
who
TikToks
was
that's like, oh, there's one Bonnie Blue and 1,000 men, which is true. I think she has got a point when she says that men have been doing this since the dawn of time. This, you know, outrage about the barely legal content, for example, that has literally been around forever. I'm not saying that that's a good thing. I just think it is interesting, especially when you've got these men saying things like, oh, you know, just calling a...
What age do you think Shaquille O'Neal wants to live? I love Nick Run. Don't believe it. Dude, I wish I had known. I definitely didn't do it. Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Excellent job.
You going to save? Good luck.
Thanks.